West LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down throw for Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On first down, Crawford. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Go 20. Exit. Look at him.
Stafford on third down. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's taken on the 25. Able to fight through one tackle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Ray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Where are they, King? 52, come on. Let's go. Hey, watch out. Where are they, King?
Mariota on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
25, check 25, check 25. Monday. 59.
From the 50, Stafford finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Chargers nothing.
180. 55. You can't block me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Crawford, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll come out in the pistol.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They come up in an offset eye. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The kick by Maher is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Crawford. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Stafford. He completes it to Henry. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the run. Just south, baby. That's baby south.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know
it?
that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it real right, 22.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Open man, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota complete to Amaro on the right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
You don't want no problems with me.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
At the 25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Take right. We got 4.
Mariota to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Amaro's got it, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
52's the mic right here.
Mariota now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
53, ready. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on first down. It's Crawford, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Waiting. I'm on. Alert flare.
On first down, Crawford. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. 250. Check the out. 59. 198. Watch 98. Go. You ain't going nowhere. 198. Watch 98.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Now Mariota. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Titans.
Check back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. The kick by Marr is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got it.
And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
On 4th down, Stafford going deep here for Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Blue 18. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
64, weak.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. To throw Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 80 weapon. Zebra. 98 to Mike.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Taco Charlton. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Charles, I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?